Hey, what's up everyone? JJ here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at the 2024 Hogwarts Castle Potions class and we're going to compare it to the 2021 Hogwarts Moments Potions class. That will be the major part of our comparison. However, we will look at the 2018 Whomping Willow Potions room as well as the 2001 Snape's class set. Let's jump right in now looking at these sets. All right, here we see the two sets for the Potions class. On the left, from 2021, we have the Hogwarts Moments Potions class that was set 76383 and has 271 pieces, and it retailed for $29.99. And then on the right, of course, is the newer Hogwarts Castle Potions class for 2024 with 397 pieces, set 76431, and it retails for $39.99. So this will be a little different for the Charms class review, where the Potions class is actually the one that's more expensive by $10. And I'm sure everyone knows at this point, these are two very different sets. The Hogwarts Moments sets folded up to fit into a book, and they opened up to reveal the Potions class playset, while the new 2024 set is kind of folds up into this rectangle so that you can slide it underneath of the Great Hall and potentially other buildings from the new Hogwarts Castle wave. Of course, looking at the minifigures, both sets come with Professor Snape as well as a group of students. The Hogwarts Moments set gives us Snape with Seamus and with Draco. When these sets came out, essentially came with a student from the house of the professor. So Snape for Slytherin, so we got Draco, and then an additional student that fit the scene, and so we see Seamus. Unfortunately, this is the wrong torso print for Draco. It's supposed to match the Gryffindor one with the little badge of the Slytherin colors. I spent longer than I care to admit looking for it. I guess it's exclusive to just this set. It is hiding somewhere in my Lego Harry Potter display, but assume they have assume they both have the same torso print there with the sweater and the badge with their house crest. And then for the 2024 Hogwarts Castle Potions class, we see, again, Professor Snape and Seamus, but we see two new students, Pansy and Hermione. Really nice to include both of these. Again, they do have the skirt piece, and we do see the coloring there with the gray on the socks for both Pansy as well as for Hermione. Both of the Seamus minifigures have the same two face prints. They have the kind of the normal standard character face print there on the left, which again feels a little generic to me. And then of course on the right, when the potion kind of blows up in Seamus's face, which is why he is featured in the Potions class set so frequently, including in the 2018 version that we'll look at in a little bit. And then we just see the three student minifigures. You can't really compare them, but again, I will point out, I do far prefer the black robes with the sweater print underneath, opposed to just the gray sweater that we saw with the Hogwarts Moment set from 2021. Now, looking at the State minifigures, they are very similar. The face prints are very similar, the hairpiece. I will say I do preference the newer 2024 version because, of course, the leg printing there, as well as the arm printing, which looks quite nice. This is actually my favorite Snape minifigure. I know he's been associated with purple ever since the wave launched in 2001, excuse me. But I really like kind of the grays, the little silvers, and evergreen embellishments there on his torso printing. I just think this is the superior Snape minifigure. Looking at the exteriors, I do want to point out the Hogwarts Moments books. These are printed pieces. They are not stickered pieces. And I think that's pretty important to say just because it's such a huge piece of the set. And of course, it folds up to this book. And then we see lots of sticker pieces as we will examine here with the Potions Classroom from 2024. In terms of playability, the 2024 version opens up very easily. These Hogwarts Moments books are a little more complicated. We are going to see a lot of these pieces are just connected by like one stud and they're kind of connected together. So we're going to take it apart and hopefully be able to display it. And here you can see what I mean when I say like some of these pieces, they kind of fold out. I think that's everything we need to detach from the background. All right, looking here at the Hogwarts Moments classroom, you can see there's this table in the middle. We also see a kind of little cauldron, as well as a chalkboard, and most of the other play accessories are kind of along the back wall. There's also an oversized chair that we can put on the other side as Snape's office, perhaps. Looking first at the desks, obviously the newer 2024 version wins out a lot. We have these individualized workstations where you see the print for the spell book. Each student has their own cauldron with different, bubbles and potions. We see a spoon as well as a fork for mixing, as well as a little quill piece there to write on, opposed to, this is just an extra piece, just this kind of brown desk. Now, to be fair, we do see some of the student supplies here in the back. You know, there's the spoon, we see a knife, as well as some cauldron and cup pieces, as well as some potion bottles. And then this little pullout as well also had a cauldron, so we can pull some of these pieces out and put them on the student desk. And so this might be a more fair comparison, although I like the only connection point for the 2024 potions class. There's little two stud pieces right there. And as you can see, it just kind of clips in, oops, and then we are good to go. Both sets have quite a few little potion bottles here in the background. We can see some of those kind of cylinder pieces there on the left, as well as on that side, as well as the purple potion bottle, as well as a lot of sticker pieces from the 2021 version. This is similar, but mostly different from the newer version. We do see some pieces there in the back. You can see like the heart, and as well as this kind of oversized potion bottle, which is nice. But we also see kind of this ingredient list. We're not seeing as many sticker pieces outside of this one here for the background decorations. And so when comparing these additional potion bottles, it's really no contest. The newer set is significantly stronger. We see some there on the bottom, but also we see the stickers on these 4 different ingredients. And the newer 2024 version even comes with this kind of oversized little cauldron thing where you can put different ingredients inside to brew a potion. So we don't see anything quite like that with the 2021 version. Both sets make heavy use of sticker. For the Hogwarts Moment set, of course, we get the Slytherin banner there, as well as a portrait of a professor. And then we also see kind of this Tom Riddle graffiti, as well as some older potion books in skeleton. Hidden back here, we do see, I believe that's meant to be Tom Riddle's diary. And then we also see kind of this snake embellishment build, which makes sense as it's Snape's class. And then zooming in a bit on the pictures, it does not look like there's, outside of the archway, there's no writing on those bottles that I can make out. And then we see some additional kind of portrait wizards there. And then for the newer set, we do, of course, see those sticker pieces on those archways, which I quite like. I think it creates a cool effect. We also see kind of the blackboard here. And here I brought in the 2021 version as well. Somewhat similar. There was a lot more writing on the newer one, which I like. In fact, almost everything I think is kind of translated in some way onto the newer board. So I do like how, you know, both of these shows you if you add different potions together, what do you get? But I'm going to zoom in on the newer one in just a second. What's cool about this newer one is it kind of shows you the ingredients from this list, what you put together. So it looks like the top one to make a sleeping potion, you take the flower and the leaf, and that'll make a sleeping potion. And then that kind of diamond piece, as well as the thorn, and that will make a love potion. So that was a really cool play feature, how you can make specific types of potions, which we don't quite get from the 2021 version. Looks like you just take 2 things, and I guess it's a question, same as opposed to the class. And looking at these 2 sets, kind of as play sets, I really do feel like you get significantly more value with the new 2024 version of the potions class. I do recognize this set is $10 more expensive, but it feels like the value is much higher than that for just the play. I feel like a lot of the budget for this one went into the background that isn't super interactive with the rest of the set. Now we're going to look at the interior of some of these tower pieces from the 2018 Whomping Willow set that was set 75953. It had 753 pieces, retailing for $69.99, and some of these builds are a potions class or potions office. This set came with a little office space here, which I'm guessing is for Snape because the only other professor minifigure, or I guess staff member minifigure, was Filch, and there are some potions there in the background. Underneath the Gryffindor common room here, we did have kind of this little walkway, and it looks like there are some potions. So I could see this being like a potion supply closet, and then transitions over here into the potions class where we see, you know, a candle, as well as 2 cauldrons, one to mix and one with some of the kind of stuff already in there. So as a set, the Whomping Willow, you know, $70, it kind of felt like the Flying Lesson set from the most recent Hogwarts Castle wave, where it's just a little overpriced for what you're getting. But I did want to point out kind of the attempt here in this castle system for the classrooms. We didn't see a ton, but this definitely was something I wanted to compare to some of the others. And of course, most everyone knows at this point that this potions classroom could slide underneath of the Great Hall set that was released in 2024. All right, and here we can see the potions classroom 2024 kind of underneath of the Great Hall. And I like what the designers are doing with this wave of Harry Potter, kind of where we can interchange the rooms and bring them in and out of different sets. Something about the build technique just feels a little better with the 2018 version. Even though I don't think the potions class is better, I think it's much worse as a playset. But as a display piece, even from the interior, I think it looks a little better. The 2024 Hogwarts Castle system does feel a little blocky just in how the rooms connect and interact. I'm hoping this is a problem the designers can solve when we get the main tower this summer, because it's obviously not going to hopefully be a rectangle. Hopefully there'll be some angles and curves there that we can see translated well with whatever rooms are coming with the main tower and can be entered into the main tower. And speaking of blocky, I thought we'd take a quick moment just to look at the 2001 Snape's class. This is set 4705. It has 153 pieces, a lot of big pieces, which was common for Lego and Lego Harry Potter at the time, releasing in 2001 for $20. This castle system was very linear. Essentially, you kind of just stacked the pieces on top of each other. You could stack the main hall, the Great Hall Castle on top of this set. I usually display the Dueling Club from the second film or second wave of Lego Harry Potter on top of this. But really fun for what we got. It only came with Ron and Snape as proper minifigures. However, hiding back there, we also have a Peeves minifigure who didn't quite make an appearance in the films or any other Lego Harry Potter set outside of the first wave with this set, as well as the Hogwarts Castle set. But a lot of fun features. Peeves plays some pranks, and so you have this cauldron piece, which I'm guessing is retired along with that ladle because we haven't really seen it. Harry Potter had a lot of just random spiders and spider webs. We kind of hide some spells here underneath. And then, of course, everyone's favorite glow-in-the-dark Snape face. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite potions class build? Do you prefer the original style, very blocky? Did you like kind of incorporating it into the castle build that we saw in 2018? Do you like the standalone sets that we saw with the Hogwarts Women's books? Or do you like the new wave where we can incorporate the various classroom builds into the larger Hogwarts Castle sets? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to stay updated with LEGO leaks, rumors, news, and reviews, hit the subscribe button down below, but I will see you all next time.